Nadia, welcome. Great to see you again.
Thank you.
This is our second interview.
Yep.
Own Network is one of my favorite projects I've seen in quite a while. Can you tell those in the audience who do not know what it is Own Network?
Yeah, so OWN is a decentralized social media platform like TikTok, but you own all of your content and your audience, but it's also gamified. So meaning every time that you post a photo, a video, or do a live stream, the users on the platform upvote and downvote your content, and there's a leaderboard within different categories where everyone's competing on a weekly basis to be the top creator on the platform. Now, why is this important? Well, right now there's a huge gap in content creation, the creator economy, obviously IP, but also with brands and advertisers, because creators are the new media and the new brands. And there's so many fake bots and users that are continuously bought that advertisers are having a hard time to partner with creators to be able to advertise properly. So because our platform is completely bot free and there's a ranking system per creator, per category, it's a great way for them to leverage our platform with those brands and advertisers on us.
That's amazing. So you've got some pretty big competition out there with companies like Meta and TikTok. How do you plan to go to market and really start to eat into their market share? It's kind of like David versus Goliath.
Yes, first and foremost, try to hire the best team possible. My co-creator is Sarah Mick. She created Tinder and Bumble. She invented the Tinder swipe. We just hired Jonathan Maxime. He launched TikTok in the U.S., so made it really big in the U.S. So it started there and started obviously before then to create the best product. But what I really believe is timing. Timing right now is that a lot of creators are not making the money that they used to make before. And there's a really big gap over there. Before they used to be able to quit their day job and actually be a content creator full time. The algorithm and the monetization structure not only changed, but also is not accessible to 1 billion creators worldwide in emerging markets that have the exact same audience and following as US creators. And what we're offering here and how we're competing with the best team to take it to market and within our partnerships like Wall Street Bets and a lot of these agencies is providing global equal pay and being the highest payout platform to all content creators. Yes, we're decentralized. You own all your content, which is so important. Obviously, that's why we're in this room. But let's get real. A 16-year-old content creator doesn't really care. So let's pay them right. Let's provide them the right accessibility and opportunity like any creator, so you don't have to be a Kim Kardashian on our platform to make money or get the proper visibility.
So if I hear you correct, you're saying that people can actually make more money on OWN than on what I'll call the legacy social media apps. Is that right?
Yep, up to 50% more, depending on the region, even 100% more, because some regions, they provide no monetization for that content creator. For example, Africa, Canada, Latin America. So that's a big, easy stepping stone. We're just DMing creators and they're just willingly willing to join our influencer program and get on our platform. So it's a really exciting time for us and the whole industry.
Amazing. You and I were talking earlier. YouTube and Google just announced yesterday that they were going to allow the people that they banned for political speech during the previous administration to come back to YouTube. Obviously, your name is OWN. I assume that people own their own account. They own their followers. How do you see that playing into this? How do you think that, self-sovereignty is going to become, something that people actually care about? And how does OWN solve for that?
Well, it's the core of our values from day one, and it's something that we've been leading with and talking about. And I say kudos to those platforms for coming out and saying that. Obviously, they followed Meta, who first announced that. So I think, one, that's a great step forward for the whole industry as a whole. We've been talking about this from day one because everyone should have their own opinion. Whatever, left, right, like freedom of speech. Of course, there needs to be a limit in terms of sexual content, accessibility to pornography to children, and so on and so forth, right? That there needs to be a limit there. But I think that it is a great way to step forward. But, for us is they've seen platforms like us starting to take their creators from their platforms because we can't demonetize you. Even if you do get banned on our platform for crossing those lines, you still keep all those content and followers, and you could bring it on to a YouTube or other platform of choice. So we don't take that away from you. But that did help us go viral a couple times.
That's so important because so many people today who are building their lives and building their businesses on social media, they don't even really own it. They're setting up shop and they're setting up their business in a platform that they have no control over. They have no ownership. So I love that you all are solving for that. Where are you at today? Where is Own at? And how can people get on the platform? How can they get involved? What are you all doing today?
Yes, so we're live in beta right now. You can go up front and scan the QR code to get on the app.
Grab some merch over there.
And we actually have a Korea Blockchain Week competition for if you post something in that category, we're giving away free tokens and cash rewards for the top 3. So please download, post something, and we will reward you by Sunday, whoever's the top 3. And in October, we are going completely live with live streams and monetization with fiat, so you can tip on content and live streams. What's really important, Joe, is that we wanted to make sure that we first built a product before we launched a token or even talked about a token, because if we want to be the next mainstream decentralized platform, we have to first build a product that is so grandma-proof that anyone could use it. And I am happy to say that 90% of our users are Web2 influencers that have no idea they're using a decentralized app, which is super important.
I love that.
Yeah, so by the end of the year, as you know, we're one of DNA's portfolio companies. We're going to be launching our token, which is our tokenized creator fund. People are already earning on the platform, but expect that announcement in the next couple weeks of the date, but really exciting time.
Katya, thank you so much. We're really honored to be working with you. One last thing. What's your social media? What's the URL? Where can they find you?
Yes, www.ownapp.co, and our Twitter's at ownapp_, and me, it is Katya Zeta, SO at Katya Zeta _. Thank you.
Thank you, Katya.